Welcome back to Thrills and Chills Episode 2. My name is Dominic, and I am here with my co-host for the day,
Zachary Nadell. You might know me from other radio shows such as Zenny Zine.
Let's cut right to the chase. Jose is unfortunately not here again because apparently the president needed him for like some special assignment in Washington. Seemed pretty important, so I just let him go do that thing. But we have a lot to talk about. Crazy. But we have a lot to talk about today because in the week that has passed since our last show, there has been so much news. It is unreal. But first, before we really start, if you're new to the podcast, I just want to give a synopsis of what we do here. So Thrills and Chills is pretty much just a podcast where we keep you in the loop about everything roller coasters. So if it concerns a roller coaster or amusement park or literally practically anything that concerns those two subjects, we'll find a way to talk about it. Somehow, some way, there is always a way to talk about roller coasters and amusement parks, no matter what. So, words. Zach, do you want to give the audience a bit of background about who you are and what your favorite roller coaster of all time is?
Well, I am a freshman at Quinnipiac. Just came here from Boston, Massachusetts. You know, love that town, love that city, love that people. Although I gotta say, it's not Boston, it's actually Malden. I like Malden. Boston, take it or leave it, gotta say. And honestly, I'm more of a Universal person myself. I mean, I've been to Six Flags, I've been to a few fairs, but the one that I've always remembered and that I always keep in my heart has got to be Universal. You know, it's just iconic, you know? You have Disney, you can always have Disney, but you'll never have Universal, you know?
Yeah. I resonate with that a bit. I haven't been back to Universal since 2014, so Dueling Dragons was still around. Hulk hadn't been retracked yet. Was it? So, and I was still afraid of roller coasters, so by this point, it was just, it was a lot different of a trip, and also, I was only 8, so I'm pretty sure I wasn't even tall enough to ride anything, and the only coaster credit that I have from there, my 211, would be Flight of the Hippogriff, but, that's pretty much all I remember. I do remember going to SeaWorld and all the Disney parks on that same trip, but that's about all that I remember from that. So, with that out of the way and who you are, I figure let's get into our first topic that's been suggested by one of our listeners on Instagram. So this comes from @CoasterTravy2008 on Instagram. So discussing the new coasters of 2025 and the ones that stick out most to us. So obviously, there's one that I will mention later, but one of the ones that's really two that really stick out to me are Rapterra at King's Dominion, which is the replacement for Volcano the Blast Coaster, which was their launched Intamin inverted coaster. So now they're getting a launched B&M wing coaster. And then, Alpine Fury at Canada's Wonderland, which is a huge premier multi-launch coaster going through around all of Canada's Wonderland, having 9 inversions, which is still crazy to me that they are completely landlocked there, and just squeezing that ride in is so incredible to me. Like, they did it again. They got another giant coaster. But, if there's one 2025 edition that not only came out of left field completely, but also looks to be one of the coolest rides of all time, it has to be Sirens Curse at Cedar Point. So, Zach, have you heard of Cedar Point or Sirens Curse in the past few days?
Well, it would be impossible to be friends with you and not know about Cedar Point, but I have not heard about this so-called Sirens Curse, so why don't you take me into it?
Okay, so Sirens Curse is what's known as a Vekoma Tilt Coaster. So I'm just going to show you the images.
Oh, that one.
Yeah.
Is it actually out?
Well, it's not built yet.
But they're starting.
Cool.
So it's actually going to make them be at like a 90-degree angle.
Yeah, so...
It's crazy.
For the uninformed, so in 2001, Vekoma, the Dutch coaster manufacturer, built probably one of the most insane... Oh, no, it was 2002, but probably one of the most insane rides to date. Even still, it's such an insane ride to me that they actually built this. But they built Gravity Max at Discovery World in Taiwan. And if you've been on the internet, you've inevitably seen a picture of the ride that's Gravity Max tilting the track vertically to drop the train. So what a tilt track is, for people that don't know, so you go up a lift hill and then you stop on this flat section of track. So these little bumpers raise on the front and the back of the train, and then the entire piece of track, so your ride vehicle does not move at this point. It is solely the track moving. It literally just rotates upwards, tilts, and then releases you. So this was built in 2002 at Discovery World. So what are your thoughts on this as someone who's not like super obsessed with roller coasters like I am? Like, what is your like baseline thought of this just ride? So hang on, wait, let me find a picture of all of it.
I think honestly that I would be laughing at all of my friends who got on that coaster and came off and started throwing up, because that looks absolutely terrifying, and you won't find me on there. Not unless I lose a bet. Cough, cough. Surprisingly, that's how I got on Superman for the first time.
Ha. Still never rode that one at New England. If you're talking about the Six Flags New England one, right?
Tell me, Dom, what's the most you've ever lost on a coin flip? Carny game.
You're not even doing the voice right, because I'm assuming you're referencing Anton Chigurh from what is it? No Country for Old Men. It would be like, what's the most you've ever lost on a coin toss or something?
I will never tell you who I'm referencing.
Something like that.
Maybe I'm just referencing myself. You'll never know.
Damn, he's got a point there.
I know.
Okay, so
every move you make, I'm 2 steps behind. Always keep that in mind.
Well then, but so yeah, you get the gimmick at this point, right? Like how it works,
So my question is, how does it keep people from just absolutely falling? What are the locking mechanisms, and what keeps it safe?
Wait, let me find a picture of like the track up close, because I'm just going through RCDB. So you have standard brake calipers on the piece of track. Mm-hmm. So it's just like standard brake pads and stuff. So
brake pads, I sure hope they do.
But okay.
Not even 5 minutes in, and I got into brake.
Oh, brother, this guy... okay. What is it? Circling back to what we were actually talking about. So, you see, so, hang on, maybe... Okay.
To all our listening viewers, Dom is aimlessly scrolling through photos, maybe trying to find a good one. Oh, there's one. Oh, maybe that one?
No.
There's one. Oh,
there are a lot of photos for this one.
Going faster and faster. Wow, these are some really cool images. I wish you guys could see, but somehow radio isn't dead yet. I sure am glad, because I get my own radio show. This is awesome.
Same.
There's one? Oh.
Nope, no, that's just a chain link.
Wow, what a riveting picture.
Okay, so you can see right there in the distance, those are the brake calipers, right?
I can, but I don't know if our viewers can. Well, they're not viewers, listeners more like.
Okay.
It's a beautiful horizon shot of wherever that is.
Taiwan.
It's a beautiful horizon shot of Taiwan.
Woo! So, you can see, so these drive tires are here just to keep pushing you along, but those right there are brake pads for, to actually stop. But, right here in this image, you can see that little blocking device right there. For this little device, that holds your entire fate right there. That little tiny metal piece.
Oh.
Okay.
So they have shoulder stuff, right?
Yeah.
Well, okay, so that's interesting. So for all those who can't see it, basically they have the shoulder belts that just go directly over your shoulders, keeping you in place. But those look bigger than normal. Can you zoom in for me again on there?
Yeah, give me 1 second. Let me...
Oh, you're not going to that photo that I wanted to see. Oh,
brother, this guy's...
I think I should be the host, honestly. Okay, now that I'm getting...
I'm getting overthrown on my own show.
This is true.
So you could see those are like the seat molds.
So it looks like to me that even if it were to come loose, based on how that is, even if this were to just crash and fall, you survive. I mean, you might have a bad case of whiplash, but worst case scenario.
No, I'm pretty sure you would still die because you'd be plummeting, like it won't stay completely straight, man. That's not how physics work. Like the rain will inevitably kind of like flop and just like, because then it'll just land like possibly. Because if it detaches at an angle, it'll just go like this, like, and then like sort of pancake, and then that can happen. Why don't we get back on top?
Well, that's when you duck and cover. You know, you gotta keep that cranium safe.
There's a specific line from the movie Spaceballs that I'm feeling like referencing right now that I can't quite reference because of...
Are you surrounded by something? I think you're surrounded by something.
Yeah, I really am.
Oh, wait. Uh-oh. The signal board's jammed.
Ludicrous speed.
Ludicrous? I think that's what their show should be called, but
Okay, so anyways, after Gravity Max opens in 2002... there isn't a new tilt coaster for a while, like a full-fledged tilt coaster, because...
Why did it end up closing?
Well, it's still open.
Oh.
Gravity Max is still open. It's just one of the older gen ones. So Harry Potter and the Scrape from Gringotts at...
oh, yeah, I remember writing on that one, how it just kind of like faces you down at some point. It's nowhere near the 90-degree angle, but it's definitely
it's definitely a tilt track from what's listed on RCDB, which is Roller Coaster Database.
You know, every time I've been on that coaster, it's always been dark. Do you have any light photos for us to see so we can kind of get a better image of it?
You're just mocking the people listening now, aren't you?
I'm not mocking anyone. We're going to give some really good descriptions.
Hang on.
Don't tell him, but I'm secretly taking him off topic to make more time.
I really am surrounded by this thing.
It's me, the thing. Man, if we only had two more people, we'd be a Fantastic Four.
Okay, Reed Richards, okay.
Say that again.
Gotta get some MF Doom playing when we're done. Escape from Gringotts.
MF Doom, you mean that guy who's always going, "Curse you, Richards"?
Okay, let's see. Hang on.
So that's what it looks like with the light on?
Yeah, you can see the track. Let me see. Where's the tilt? I don't have any picture. I don't think I have a picture of the tilt track with the lights on. Yeah, no. I don't think I have a image of that from what's popping up on Google. Doesn't look like it. Sorry, but what is it? It would look like. Imagine these.
Interesting.
So
do you have any images of that tilt track you mentioned?
What did I just say, man?
Is that a no?
Yes.
Well, that sure is a shame.
This is like, what is it, steamed hams. May I see it? No.
No.
Well, Nadell, you are a weird man, but you can steam a good ham. Okay, so, was it, coasters just have been using, tilt tracks, so, because even though Vekoma invented the tilt track, Escape from Gringotts is built by Intamin, who's a completely different company, and then Jinma Rides, who's quite infamous for being the knockoff coaster company of the coaster world, made a tilt coaster. And you can see there's their version of the bumper. And, what is it? This is just their version of it, but it's not nearly as steep, you can see. So, it's a lot less steep. There is a dueling one, too. There is a dueling. Battle of Jungle King at Heifei Sunac Land in China has a dueling tilt track. So if you look at this, look at that. Now I've heard this ride is very rough from Richard Bannister, who's a very well-traveled coaster enthusiast, who I think he's ridden like nearly over 2,000 coasters now, which is craziness to me. However, I've heard this ride is incredibly rough, even with how cool it looks. Like, don't get me wrong, this ride looks cool. Just, I mean, if it's rough, that's just kind of displeasing to me. like I can tolerate a rough ride, but if it's like something that realistically, because Battle of Jungle King opened in 2016, there should be no excuse for a steel coaster in this age of like modern technology to be like rough, like from how it's been described online. But getting mainly back on topic, so in let me see, in 2022. So Zach, do you have any clue what Energylandia is?
No, I can't say I do.
Okay, so Energylandia. Wait, if I could type that. Energylandia is this giant park in Poland. So this place, I want you to guess. So they have 19 operating roller coasters. How long ago do you think they opened?
How long ago do I think they opened? Well, based on how the architecture looks straight out of the first Shrek movie, I gotta say approximately 50 years ago.
That does look like Duloc now that you put it
right?
there. Yeah, the front gate looks like Duloc. Welcome to Duloc, such a perfect town.
Wipe your face.
This place actually opened in 2014.
I wonder if they're overcompensating for anything.
Yeah, they definitely are.
Oh,
because
no.
they have 19 coasters in 10 years. All right, but Energylandia was it was a mega park project with I believe it was funded by the European Union for just to bring in like a big tourist central like destination. So it's built in Cedar, Poland. Now, I believe it was either 2020 or 2022, somewhere around that time frame. So, is it? So, Energylandia and Vekoma have had a very good working relationship since pretty much, I think, the first year. So, if we go back to Energylandia on RCDB, if I sort them by who made them, so, if I go to amusement parks and Energylandia, and
It's good.
that's concerning me.
It's all okay, I
Okay.
promise.
But, so, is it? I'm going to sort by amusement park. I'm trying to find the exact number of Vekoma coasters that are at Energylandia. So, Vekoma, okay.
Okay. Alright, then never mind.
So, I'm just scrolling through as fast as I can to try and have less dead space. But they have Energis, which is has been open since 2015. Roller Coaster Mayan, which has also been open since 2015. Dragon, also 2015. Formula opened in 2016. Boomerang, 2017. Frida opened in 2019. Abyssus opened in 2021, and Lake Explorers opened in 2021. And two more Vekoma coasters opened at Energylandia in 2024. So that's a total of four. Four in the past 2 years, 4 in the past 3 years, and then an additional 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They have 10 Vekoma coasters. So they have what you can assume to be a very good working relationship. So now Vekoma...
You said assuming. Are you correct in your assumptions?
I would hope so.
Me too. That would really suck.
Yeah, it would. So, what was it? So, about, 20 years ago, Vekoma was pretty much the laughingstock of the entire coaster industry. Sure, they could build you, a ride that would work. However, they were mostly rough, cloned coasters. However, with the opening of Formula at Energylandia in 2016, they kind of entered a bit of a renaissance. So now they've been pretty much cooking up banger after banger coasters. But in 2020 to 2021, somewhere around there, from what I've been told, Energylandia contacted Vekoma to revive the Tilt Coaster. So,
Okay, Dom, I got a question here.
what's your question? What's your question, soldier?
Why the name Energylandia? Like, I think we can all kind of agree that name sucks.
I think it's fine, man.
Why don't you call it Energyland? Why Energylandia?
Because it's in Poland.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it's
Bit weird, but
it works. It works. But around that time, so Energylandia contacted Energylandia contacted Vekoma on a possible revive model of the Tilt Coaster. Now,
is this taking us to the Siren Coaster?
we'll get there. You jumped ahead.
I'm very impatient. Dominic, I demand my payoff now. I'm doing this so he never invites me back on as a co-host. I hate this so much. Blinks twice.
No, it's winks twice.
No, it's blinks twice. You go blink, blink, not wink, wink.
Well, it's... Never
Am I supposed to do this?
Can
this?
you not wink? Okay, so you can. Okay,
Get a load of this guy.
Anyways, so around this time...
It's like we're the smiling friends of the radio show.
I don't even have any words at this point, man. I just want to set the scene. He has the biggest grin on his face right now, thinking he's going to make me laugh. Little does he know, I don't like smiling friends. Not funny,
And
dog.
now, we'll have you all enjoy a nice hour of some smooth jazz. Take us in, groovy dude.
Take us into an hour of jazz. Imagine Dragons Radioactive begins playing.
Welcome to Thrills and Chills Roller Coaster Land, where we play nothing but roller coasters, and more roller coasters. Radioactive begins playing.
I'm waking up to ash and dust. Okay, so
my blank and I blank.
No.
Blank, 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 blank,
Okay.
blank.
What is it?
Whoa.
So in 2023, in like October,
We're talking about the Siren Coaster now.
We'll get there.
Wait, so what are we talking about right now? I lost track.
The Tilt Coaster going to Energylandia.
The Tilt Coaster, like the Tilted Towers from Fortnite?
Get out of my office.
All right. Well, my name was Zachary, and it was nice being with you guys. See you next week for Thrills and Chills Roller Coaster.
All right, buddy, get off the stage. Off the stage.
Oh, brother.
This guy stinks.
Yeah.
No, but
how much longer do you think we can get away with using the same 3 jokes?
decently long time.
That is true. We still have another 30 minutes. I wonder how many people
30 minutes of torture.
How many people are listening right now? Okay, if you're listening right now, scream really loudly. That's 1.
Start screaming, help,
That's 2.
help me.
That's 3. I heard about 3 screams in the distance. I think we got probably a good 5 viewers or so.
Yeah, that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Or just follow us on Instagram right now.
That's so true.
Which is at thrills_and_chills_WQAQ on Instagram. And you could subscribe to our YouTube channel too under that same name.
plug.
Yep, we're plugging our stuff midway through. So if you really are listening, please follow us or send us a sign. Maybe send us a carrier pigeon. How about some Morse code? Just send us anything.
Carrier pigeon.
Yeah.
This reminds me of a sketch from QU tonight.
Oh.
So, a man, a horse.
Okay, let's get back on stuff.
A man and a horse walk into a bar. A man walks up to the bartender and says, "Man,
A bear walks into the bar.
I'm so hungry." The horse says,
How hungry?
The bartender, in return, closes down the bar due to inflation. We live in a very depressing time right now.
Sure. Anyways,
For those who weren't here, Dom just took a picture of us. I do believe he wants to get out of here. Either that or he's looking for a murder weapon. Anyways, I believe it was Colonel Dom in the manor with the broomstick. I mean, candlestick. I don't know Clue very well.
I don't think you have a clue about what you're talking. I don't think you have a clue of what you're talking about.
I don't think you know how to make good comebacks, because, brother, that was... For those who didn't know, I just waved my hand in front of my mouth, which signifies that Dominic is a smelly, stinky little thing. Every time I make that sound effect, you should know that Dominic does not apply deodorant.
What the hell is wrong with you? Crazy behavior.
Anyways, back
This
to
one is playing Guilty Gear on his computer right now. I just want to state that he's playing with a Switch controller and all of his buttons are backwards. If you want sweaty, look no further than the one sitting next to me playing Guilty Gear.
Listen.
Let's get back on subject.
Can I help it if the town is inside of me?
And everyone's
voice. Oh, me, I'm not there. Just watching from afar. I can go...
Hell yeah, the chemistry is real.
We just high-fived and...
The audience doesn't need the imagery every time.
Listen to me. We just high-fived and now we're friends again.
Hell yeah. Bring it in. Yo, grab your... Cheers, man.
Wait.
No, it's over there.
L'chaim.
Cheers. Because next we're going to get back on topic. So around October of last year, some news came out of Energylandia that they ended up canceling their tilt coaster. So by this time, the track was already being fabricated by Vekoma. And so last year, too, Six Flags bought two coasters that were, I don't know what's the word, going to a park that was canceled. Those being Georgia Surfer and the Flash Vertical Velocity. So Georgia Surfer was going to Six Flags Over Georgia, and the Flash Vertical Velocity was going to Six Flags Great Adventure. Anyways, they bought those for an extremely cheap price, and pretty much they were last-second editions. Those two rides didn't even open this year. They're opening now next year. What this also leads into is that Six Flags, when they see a ride for cheap, they will buy a ride for cheap. So, at this point, Vekoma, assuming this is what happened, puts out that, hey, we have a tilt coaster just lying here. Six Flags immediately purchases that. They send it directly in Mexico City because they want to build it at Six Flags Mexico. So, Zach, did you know that there was a Six Flags in Mexico?
I did not know that. Do they call it... Wait. What's six in Spanish?
Say? I'm pretty sure.
Do they call it six?
Uno, dos, tres, cuatro, cinco, say. Say.
Do they call it Say Flags up there?
I have no clue, man. So...
Probably not, because... Well, actually, what is flag in Spanish?
I have no clue, man.
Six Flags Mexico.
So, Six Flags Mexico is in the heart of Mexico City. And,
I believe the heart of Mexico City is its government.
Moving on. So, this track was spotted at Six Flags Mexico a few months ago. I don't know exactly when. I believe it was around July, somewhere around there. And it was pretty much instantly identified as Vekoma track. And then people put two and two together that, oh my god, this might end up being Energylandia's tilt coaster. Now, Zach, do you want to know what happened to this coaster for Six Flags Mexico?
Did they break it down for spare parts?
No, they just broke it down to they just broke it down to...
Mark, let me break it down for you.
Okay.
For those who can't see, I'm currently breaking it down. My moves are extra groovy.
He's sitting still playing Guilty Gear, by the way.
There is no Guilty Gear, only Innocent Gear.
Kind of funny how the main protagonist of Guilty Gear is named Soul Bad Guy, even though he's the good guy. Don't you find that a little alarming?
Well, isn't it funny how the main character of, what's it called again? Saul?
Better Call Saul?
Yeah, Better Call Saul is called Saul Goodman, but he's actually a bad man.
True. I haven't seen that. Thanks for spoiling it.
You know what they say? Saul Goodman. I just made him laugh. Quick, note that down.
Write that down.
Write that down.
But they didn't get approval to build this tilt coaster that it has been mainly rumored to go to Six Flags Mexico. So because they couldn't get approval to cut down trees. So I want to take you guys to a little park that's not very well known in Sandusky, Ohio, named Cedar Point, which it's a relatively unknown place, wink wink, because they tried opening a coaster this year. Now, Zach, do you know Top Thrill Dragster from Cedar Point? Like, or know of it, or know like King to Ka?
There's only one kind of drag I know, and it ain't that.
Is it RuPaul's Drag Race?
Maybe.
Slay. Because, so you see Top Thrill Dragster. So Top Thrill Dragster initially opened in 2000.
Wait, is that the view from someone's house?
I don't know.
Because that looks like a house right there, right?
I'd assume this is one of their on-site hotels.
Imagine waking up in the morning, it's a beautiful day, and suddenly you just hear her screaming, and it's just like that for the rest of the day, you know? You're just trying to take a nap in that house.
Well, this is on beautiful Lake Erie, by the way. Cedar Point is a peninsula in the middle of Ohio, literally on Lake Erie. So Cedar Point opened in 1870, just some context, and for pretty much the past 150 plus years, they've been striving to be the best amusement park for solely roller coasters. They are known as the roller coaster capital of the world, the Rock and Roller Coast. Multiple other not very catchy nicknames, but we'll leave it at that. So they've strived to just have the best of pretty much anything. So they have what's widely considered to be the greatest roller coaster on the planet, Steel Vengeance, and then they just try to do everything bigger, better, faster, harder, better, faster, stronger, in the words of Daft Punk. But they tried opening a ride this year. And do you know what happened to Top Thrill Dragster, Zach, before we continue?
Did they break it down for spare parts?
No, the spare parts ended up breaking down, just breaking the ride itself because, parts...
Did anyone die?
No, but,
Top 10 anime deaths. Number 1.
No, we don't joke about this one. Because in 2021, yes, a serious incident did happen where a piece from under the green train, so under this train, a piece dislodged and flew off into the queue line, and unfortunately, it did strike someone, and she is still recovering. And this was in 2021. So ever since then,
okay. I just want to say, it's going to be impressive to get canceled off your own radio show, but someone else's radio show entirely... That's on me, folks.
Zach,
I'm sorry.
Please don't joke about this topic. What is it? But, so, Top Thrill Dragster had been closed since August of 2021 by this point. In September of 2022, they announced it would not be returning with the hydraulic launch, and that Top Thrill Dragster, quote-unquote, as you know it, will be retired. And last year, in August, it was announced that Zamperla, what I consider to be the worst coaster manufacturer ever, and a company that's built my least favorite roller coaster of all time, Thunderbolt at Luna Park, was...
I don't know the lore behind it. Why is it your least favorite?
It rides like a shopping cart going down a cobblestone road, and it has the worst restraints ever, just period. So this company, Zamperla, based out of Italy, was tasked. So I want to just say, Thunderbolt before was their tallest coaster. Can you just guess how tall it is? Like, just give me a guess. Like feet. Like, how tall do you think it was?
Feet? Maybe this big?
It was 120 feet tall. Do you want to know how tall?
This is a lot less than 128 feet. For those who don't know, I am currently holding my hands about maybe 3 feet apart.
He's imagining that was a Subway foot-long sandwich.
I am so hungry right now. I could totally go for a Subway foot-long.
How hungry? ...
Says the horse. That is a terrible photo. I hate that photo.
It's a terrible rendering. This is 420 feet tall. They had not built anything like this.
Wait, go back. That's a radio tower. Wait, go back. That's a radio tower, right? That's not an actual...
No.
Okay, good.
That's the ride. That is the ride. So what it used to be one singular launch down here, and then you'd go over, and that was it. But now it's forward, stop, roll back, go backwards, launch backwards up that, and then go back down and then launch fully over. Now, unfortunately, the ride was only open for 4 days until they realized, oh crap, the wheel bogies, which hold the wheels, are literally ripping themselves apart.
That's not good.
And so, well, thanks for telling me that. I couldn't tell before that wheel bogies holding wheels on a roller coaster going 120 miles an hour, ripping themselves apart was as bad. I couldn't tell that before. Thanks.
And that, folks, is why I'm the expert here.
He wishes. But anyways, yeah, the ride closed 4 days after opening. And it has not opened since because Zamperlo was modifying it. And a few weeks ago, I think it was August 23rd, Cedar Point confirmed that the ride would not be reopening this year. Oh no, that's so sad. I don't really care. It's more funny to me than sad, but because everyone's like, oh my god, Zamperla can do it. Nah, psych. They can't do it. So, Cedar Point, getting a lot of criticism at this point, what did they do? Well, because the Six Flags Mexico Tilt Coaster did not get approved, they just kind of shifted the plans to Cedar Point. So this was a last-minute addition, and this is...
They really said, nah, I'm going to do my own thing.
Yeah, pretty much.
Why have they not made a Spider-Verse coaster yet? That movie was peak. And it'd be so easy to. Spider-Man is like a great person to make a roller coaster around.
There is, in Dubai. It's a spinning coaster, small spinning coaster, clone of CR Sidewinder at Knott's Berry Farm.
Are the spinning coasters the one where it's not like a traditional car, but like they're kind of like in a circle and it's like...
Yeah, usually.
Oh, that sounds terrible. I've never seen one of those that actually looks fun to be on.
Anyways, so Cedar Point, to make up for, this is mainly a theory, to make up for their Top Thrill 2 not being open this year and possibly next year, we don't know yet because it's still 2024. Hope you guys knew that. They kind of just...
What year is it?
It's 2013, dude. This will be Minecraft graphics in 2013.
Everything looks so real. Listen, I may not be a Brian, but my name sure ain't Hero.
I'm starting to like that name.
I am the curse of the siren.
I am Siren. Who are you? I am Sirens Curse. So, pretty much what happened
what
here...
the siren?
What happened here was the great switcheroo of 2024, because not only has it shifted from one park in Poland to another park in Mexico, it's now finally being built at a park in Ohio.
Give
it up for Ohio. Let's go.
I will not be doing that for Ohio. I have a question, Dom.
What's your question?
Why do the images look like it's on a stormy day? Like, that just looks like a terrible day to go to an amusement park for.
If you go on a stormy day, there will be less people. And
there's also going to be less rides open because they're going to be worried about thunder.
Worried about thunder? Nah, I'm going to do my own thing.
Spoken like a true Morales.
I don't really like Spider-Verse.
All right, it was nice knowing all of you guys. I'm going to head out.
I like DC more, okay? So...
Oh, brother, this guy stinks.
Do you want to know a different thing about this? Can you look at... So, Sirens Curse, by the way. So it's in... Since it's
Wait, is that the new Sims game?
What?
Is that the new Sims game?
Where?
I swear to God. Wait, go to one of those images. No, not that one.
That one?
No, the other one. Yeah, that one right there.
I'm crying, man. Look at their faces. Ain't nobody give a damn.
So, for everyone back home... If you've ever played The Sims, imagine The Sims on a roller coaster. That's what I'm saying right now.
But they have zero expression,
and they don't have those like green things over their heads.
Oh wait, let me find the meme, because there was their face is killing me. Why does nobody care?
I think they're just nonchalant like that, you know.
You have the people that just lock in on coasters like me sometimes. I'll usually like scream a bunch on rides, but sometimes I'll just have that one ride where I'm just like completely locked in, completely silent, completely straight face, like just like.
See, my strategy for being on a coaster is just singing. No, it's just singing.
I just wanna be part of your symphony.
Would you hold me close and don't let go?
Woo!
Symphony.
So.
We're never going to get these talking points done.
Okay, let's speed it up because we got 15 minutes or so. So, Sirens Curse pretty much was the great switcheroo of 2024, 2025.
The great switcheroo. I thought the great switcheroo was me going to college. That's a terrible joke.
I don't even get it.
We got to cut that one out in post.
Nah, man. I screwed up. We got to go bald. We got to go bald, man.
For the viewers back home, I'm bald.
He looks like Ian Hawke from Alvin and the Chipmunks.
Yeah, it's sort of like that. Or Danny DeVito. I'm basically the red M&M.
The penguin from Batman Returns, and I feel alive.
I could cancel you for saying that.
What? Batman Returns is a good movie.
Never mind. I'll talk to you about it later. The viewers back home don't get to know the joke. Because you suck.
Do I get to know the joke?
Wait. Release me. I have to add this to my cringe compilation.
I don't even get what's going on here.
Maria!
What?
For those who don't know, that was a clip from Invader Zim.
I've never seen Invader Zim, man.
Bro hasn't seen Invader Zim.
Okay, after some harsh words and a off-mic smack with a height measuring ruler that we just kind of have here, and the child's being escorted to first aid now by... Yeah, the child's over at first aid now, receiving first aid from that off-mic smack with a height measuring stick.
Oh, man, I sure am glad I'm not that guy.
Yow!
Oh, man, I sure am glad I'm not that guy. You ever see Uncle Grandpa? Just imagine every time
We're gonna stop. Okay. But, yeah, so pretty much they did a great switcheroo. Now, does the ride look, like, really good? Absolutely. However, I still find it funny that they just went, hey, Six Flags Mexico, this is mine now. See you never. And just dipped with it.
This is because Six Flags is mid. Cedar Point's on top.
You haven't even been to Six Flags Mexico, nor
I have been to Six Flags
New England.
They don't need to know that.
Yes, they do, because
No, they don't.
Well, you said your favorite coaster before was Superman the Ride. Yeah, logically, how many Superman the Ride do you think we have going on in this entire chain? Because
one.
There are at least 19 roller coasters with the name Superman in them, or at least had them.
I'd be willing to bet 50 cents that is... Wait, 1, 2...
1?
3...
Wait, no.
1,
17. 1, 2...
No.
3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Express platform used to be named Superman the Ride. 11. Steel Venom was Superman Ultimate Escape. So, yeah, there's 17.
No, there's 14 because there's also 2 models are named Superman. Wait.
No, 19
1,
roller
2,
coaster
3,
names
4,
start
5,
with
6,
Superman.
7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. Wow, there are 19 entries.
There are
on that list.
19,
That's
but
crazy.
one of them was just called Super Menage, which was like Super Ride in
Well,
French.
you changed your answer halfway through, so I think I win the bet. I need my 50 cents now.
What's the most you've ever lost on a coin toss?
50 cents, apparently.
You know what? Another No Country for Old Men reference going on here.
What?
Hold still.
I just held still.
Hold still, please.
He sprayed me with Febreze.
Bye.
My
What is
nose
it?
tastes like cleanliness now.
Anyways, so yeah, Cedar Point kind of pulled a giant great switcheroo. Now, another topic.
Why did I do that? Ouchie.
So this was suggested by @Brooks Westfall official on Instagram. Hi, Brooks, by the way, if you're listening. So, add one thing to a coaster in my top 10 that will make it my number one. So, let me open my coaster rankings. So,
Wait, am I not supposed to look at your coaster rankings?
No, you can.
Wait, so what were you saying?
Okay, so my top 10 is Railblazer, California's Great America is number 10.
Railblazer.
Twisted Timbers is number 9 at King's Dominion. Number 8 is Wicked Cyclone at Six Flags New England. Wait, hang on. Did I say Twisted Timbers is at Six Flags New England, or did I say King's Dominion? I don't remember. I shouldn't harp on this. Cyclone at Luna Park is number 7. Gold Striker, California's Great America is number 6. Phoenix at Knoebels is number 5. Boulder Dash at Lake Compounds is number 4. X2 is number 3 at Six Flags Magic Mountain. Number 2 is Sky Rush at Hershey Park. And number 1 is Intimidator 305 at King's Dominion. So the question was, add one thing to a coaster only in my top 10 that would make it my number one. I have to think here. Because these rides are all pretty much... These all have... In my rankings, these are all at least above a 9.5. So they're either a 9.5 or 10. So up till 7, which is Cyclone. What is it? They're all 10s, and then the last 3 are 9.5s. So probably the one that I would say that I can really add something to that would this goes for I'm gonna kind of cheat here. I'm gonna take all 3 of the RMCs in my top 10. So Wicked Cyclone, Twisted Timbers, and Railblazer. More positive G-force, because my favorite force on a roller coaster is positive G-force, so that's being pressed back in your seat. RMC coasters just kind of lack positive G-force. Like, they're very intense with their airtime, don't get me wrong, but they feel very lacking in the positive G department. So, like, something like, here's another one. Here's another point for RMCs that would make them infinitely better. I do not like, first off, RMC trains are horrendous. They have these shin guards that come down so tight on my shins that they are just like very, very uncomfortable. And also RMCs tend to focus on mainly quick pops of ejector airtime. Now listen, I like airtime, don't get me wrong, okay? I like airtime. However, I do not like the fact that it is for 0.5 of a second that you're getting launched into space. Why can't we make that go on for like at least 2 seconds or something going on there? Because Sky Rush at Hershey Park is a perfect example of that, because it just has insane sustained ejector hills. Like, why can't all the RMCs be like this? Because I feel like RMCs focus on mainly quick pops of airtime a little too much, and they don't have enough sustained elements to make them truly stand out to me. But those would make those move up immediately. I don't even know what else I can add here for other coasters, because everything else is perfect in my eyes. Like, there's just nothing wrong. I think Railblazer at California's Great America, that's what I'm going to focus on here, because it is such a short ride that it's over so quickly. If it was longer, kept the insane pace of the ride going the entire time, and had better trains, because the RMC Raptor trains are very, very bad. It would probably be better than Gold Striker in the same park. But don't get me wrong, Gold Striker is absolutely incredible. But Railblazer is... Wait, Zach, you know the part in, like, Wile E. Coyote cartoons where he's like, he holds up the sign where it's like, help, and then plummets into a canyon?
No.
Okay, then. I'm going to be torturing this one with back-to-back Tom and Jerry reruns for... I meant Looney Tune reruns.
Does he know? Because he doesn't know.
That's Jerry from last night. That's Jerry. Jerry, not Tom, you buffoon.
Buffoon? I hardly know him.
But what is that even talking
Those
about?
are my favorite to find at parties.
Okay, buddy. So,
Buddy. Holly.
what's with these honey eyes? Just like Buddy Holly.
And a Mary Tyler Moore. I don't care what they say about us anyways. I don't care about that.
Okay, Weezer break. But
Weezer?
Weezer.
Oh, man.
Okay.
If I'm reported missing, it was Dom. Man, I should probably look at him. I probably won't die just by not looking at him. You know,
I'm a deucer right now. I'm gonna turn this one to stone. Yeah, we got an interesting new sculpture in here. It's called the Zach and Nadell. After you look directly into my eyes, after he said one too many funny funnies. He said no. Cut to commercial.
There are no commercials. I ate all the commercials.
No, we're out of commercials. And just like that, we're nearly out of time. So,
we still got 3 minutes or so.
We still have 3 minutes, but what can we do with 3 minutes? I know.
Is there anyone after you?
I know what we could...
Friday. Yeah, there's someone after you.
I know what we could do after 3 minutes. We can go through our news roundup. So, what happened this week? So, I'm just going to scroll through things that...
Meow, 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 meow.
No group meowing allowed.
Meow, 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 meow. Meow, 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 meow. Meow.
Okay. Valley Fair began repainting Wild Thing this week. Steel Pier started testing their new Wild Mouse. Six Flags Great Escape is repainting their flashback of Vekoma Boomerang. Let's see what else happened. Busch Gardens Tampa announced Wild Oasis Kids area, which is replacing the Jungala section of the park. Maurer revealed another spike coaster concept. Why are you doing this, Maurer? Why? All right, gotta speed this up. But let's see what else happened this week. Not really anything interesting going on the 18th. Yesterday we had the Sirens Curse announcement. We had SeaWorld Orlando announced their new flying theater from Mach, replacing their Wild Arctic Simulator rides that have been closed for a few years. Hansa Park announced a bunch of new rides. Tessington Worlds of Adventure put out new plans for a new coaster, rethemed areas. Arnold's Park is rebuilding the station for their Coaster of the Legend. Steel Vengeance wasn't open last night. Somehow this made the news. That's about it for this week's news roundup. Oh, yeah, and Zamperla is being sued by Oaks Park after their Atmosphere inverting Frisbee ride parked upside down and stalled completely. They're being sued, but not by the people that should be suing them, Cedar Point, for delivering a faulty product that should have been well engineered. Hey, Cedar Point, if you need a lawyer, call Saul. I'm not a lawyer. That's pretty much. Lawyer. That's pretty much it for.
I passed the bar, the coaster bar. That is.
Yeah, I
passed the coaster bar. I mean, he flew off the coaster bar.
So
R.I.P.
true. Anyways, that is the end of our show. So, Zach, do you have any social medias that you want to plug for your show?
Well, we do only have the Instagram up right now, but please, please, please go follow Zennyzine. That is going to be at Zennyzine. Our name is so unique, we just had to plug it in. And
it sounds like a medication more than a show.
I think you need to be quiet. Anyways, we only have
to stop being a comedian all the time.
I think we only have seconds left, so thank you so much for listening, so much for watching, and that's me and Dominic saying good night, Coaster Nation.
He just stole the entire finale from me. This is a coup. He's trying to steal the show from me. This is a lie. Stay in the loop with Thrills and Chills, okay? Stay in the loop with Thrills and Chills. Stay in the loop.